What's up, guys? Kazo Moon here. Wait, where the heck is my dog? There she is! Holy crap! Hey, how's it going? Guys, by the way, meet Summer. No dogs were harmed in the making of this video. Please do not try this. Any stunts you see on the video, they were professional stunts and directed and expected to only be directed and performed by professionals only. Where the heck did she go? Anyways, so pretty much here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about an event, and I don't want to give this person or this subject any more attention than it already has, but I just want to talk about something that happened with it. I know it's kind of hypocritical because by saying I don't want to do that and by doing that it's confusing, but I just want to explain something. So there was a happening that a lot of you know about. If you don't know about it, I'm going to be so vague that you don't ever find out about what happened, but there was a happening, and PewDiePie, Felix, his name was mentioned in this to push this out forward, to get more publicity for what happened, and people are blaming him or saying that he pushed this person to do this, when really the actuality of it is that this person who performed this act wanted to associate his act with Felix because he's a large following. He's 89 million and counting subscribers, which means he's already filled with controversy, not because he's necessarily controversial, but because people consider him conservative. Whether he's liberal or conservative doesn't matter. People consider him conservative, and liberal media does not like that, so they target him often, okay? And they mentioned him to not only cause division, but knowing that the internet is going to leap on this, which makes this topic grow, which makes more people know about it. People that do these horrific acts want attention. They want fame. People like Adolf and people like Stalin. They don't just do these things and do them quietly. They want people to know what they're doing. They want people to know their agendas. And what's more messed up is liberal media falls for this. I'll say extreme leftist liberal media, because not all liberals are like this. If you're a liberal, good for you, more power to you. But if you're like how some of these people who write these articles are, you're disgusting. And here is what we'll just kind of go into this a little bit more. I want to be quick with this. Don't want to give this too much attention, just a brief little video. But pretty much the situation that happened, they weren't supporters of Felix and they weren't supporters of T-Series. And there's a manifesto, right, that explains how they just wanted to get the most media coverage. It explains this and cause chaos and to cause division. So us portraying this and these articles portraying this is making it worse. Next subject, the manifesto that was leaked. What the heck are you doing? What the heck are you doing? Listen to this. It was a 74-page manifesto, right? It was posted by one of the suspects, okay? And the New Zealand police urged the public not to share this content. But guess what? These materials were made readily available in British press, including and not limited to the Daily Mail, the Daily Mirror, and the Sun, and just the Mail. And these are the most popular newspapers in the United Kingdom. And one of them even ran a GIF, yes I say GIF, about it on their homepage, and the Mail hosted a suspect's full manifesto, which is, again, these are available to download directly from the website. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what you're doing? You're making this more readily available. You're drawing more attention to it. You're publicizing it more. More people are clicking on it. You know why they're doing it? To get money. And you know what the repercussions are? Getting these people who perform these sick and atrocious acts just a bigger ego. You're just inflating their ego. And it's literally just crazy. It's crazy to me that people do these acts, and it's crazy to me that liberal media blames stuff and pushes stuff for money. And I can prove this really quick. Felix made a video, video a while ago, a couple months ago, and what he did is he featured many channels, He was like, hey, you're saying subscribe to PewDiePie, I'm gonna turn it back to you guys. Alright, so he turns it back to them and he named like 15, 16 channels. And is saying, hey, check out their content, this is what I like. And he pointed out little things that he liked about them. One of them had small anti-Semitic references, and they had made a joke video about a neo-Nazi attack. Not the regular Nazi attack, like just an act of terrorism, like unnecessarily violence resulting in murder of a couple people via vehicular homicide. And what happened was, he wasn't aware of this. He just liked his anime edits, Felix did. So that's what he posted about it. He didn't look too deep into it. Looking back, he said he should have, but it's insane. You can't expect him to do that. He's just trying to be helpful. Anyways, so by doing this, he gained like 20,000 subscribers. Really cool, right? So do you know what the internet does? Felix praises neo-Nazi channel, gains a lot of subscribers, blah, 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 blah. They do this for money. You know how I know they do this for money? Because you can literally pull the statistics and you see the gap. Okay, you see the increase that happened from Felix mentioning, and then after the article was written, he gained like another 30,000 subscribers. Them pushing this article got this man more attention and more subscribers than Felix's own mention it, because you're gonna have people that read this, know it's a joke, or know it's dumb, or think it's a joke, or just don't agree with it, and they do it anyways, and they just give it more attention. And on to the next thing. This was the crazy part. So backlash came, okay, to this extreme leftist, liberal, whatever media, saying how messed up it was. And like you shouldn't be publishing this manifesto. Why are you giving this more publicity? The police said not to do this. Why are you doing this? And you know what they said? The Mail said that the publishing of the manifesto on their website was done in error. They're telling me that they accidentally uploaded a 74-page manifesto to their website. Then they accidentally uploaded a GIF that happened from the scene, okay? And then they accidentally made it where you can download it freely and quickly with the push of a button on the bottom right of the screen. That wasn't an accident. And they said, how can, I don't understand. And people aren't gonna push these things, and at the end of the day, it's not, you're not gonna be able to do anything about it. It's just so crazy what they do for money. And you have tragedy, and it becomes about money. What can we do to get more clicks? What can we do to get more views? What can we do? And it's sickening. And that's why Felix, beyond the appropriate response, made an apology. Not necessary. Not necessary at all, and he did it anyways. And next, sorry, just checking the time to see where I'm at on this. And next, he didn't even upload any videos today. I made another post about it. He had his subreddit, like on Reddit, he has his own subreddit called PewDiePie Submissions, and that's been deactivated too until further notice. Because just because his name was mentioned with it, I guess he's laying low, but he doesn't even need to. He's literally just doing it out of respect, which is just, it's just crazy that people even have to do this and go to these levels because of what sick people do and because of how the media distorts it. And so pretty much these atrocities raise questions about how news organizations should cover acts of violence. When, for example, is it appropriate to label an event an act of terrorism? We toss that word around so sloppily and easily. Not only does it distort the meaning of it, but it takes away the effect. For instance, if somebody is a racist, you have a white man who is calling an African man racial slurs and calling him names, degrading him, telling him he's not equal, etc. That's racist. But we use that word so nonchalantly that it takes away the significance of it. These words used to hold power. And again, the media pushes this. Why? Clicks, views, money, finances. These websites aren't doing that well. I think it's the Daily Mail and a couple of, they've let go of 15 to 30% of their staff. That's why they do these things, to make money, and they realize that something isn't working, so they have to let people go because they can't afford to keep them, and they're trying more tactics to make more money. And for instance, another for instance is, how do we know when somebody is a terrorist? How should journalists frame their stories? And when should the media publish the names of the perpetrators involved in attacks, if at all? Tell you right now, you shouldn't be doing it. You know what's gonna happen when some punk kid or some other loser is reading this, they're gonna look him up, which is just bringing more awareness to it. And they're going to unbeknowingly, and not with the intentions of being rude or bringing more light to it, but they can make posts about it. Prayers for what happened here. I saw that so and so did blah 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 blah, and they bring more attention to it, and people start commenting what happened, and they look it up, and more people know about it. And at the end of the day, guess what, buddy? You're giving them what they want. You're giving them what they want, and it's just sick. It's sick that people don't recognize this. I'm 23 years old, and I'm a college dropout, don't got much of an education, and I tint windows for a living, and I see this crap. And I'm like, I don't know how you could possibly be so blind. I don't understand how you could be so possibly blind to the severity of not only the situation, but the consequences of your actions and the repercussions of your actions. It's just crazy. And that's really, for the most part, all I have to say. If you don't know about this, don't worry about it, and just know that something sick happened, and it shouldn't have happened, and there's nothing we can do about it but just pray for the families. If you're not a prayer, give thoughts. You do whatever you can do, and just be helpful to others. You be mindful of others, and don't toss these words that have heavy power around so lightly. Let them still bear significance. And I guess that's really it. More of a intense video, a little more severe, not super emotional, but I mean, I'm really aggravated with it. I'm even more aggravated. And it's not that I'm just sticking up for Felix, because it's not just him, but it's just, nobody deserves to go through this. Nobody should feel guilt with something that has nothing to do with them. Nobody should be apologizing for something that really has nothing to do with them. There shouldn't be articles about somebody that has nothing to do with the situation. There shouldn't be articles all about the situation. There shouldn't be manifestos leaked. There shouldn't be download links. And there shouldn't be pathetic CEOs and managers and owners of these companies that can't even just fess up and just say, I'm sorry, I did this and I shouldn't have done it, but I'm sorry. Instead of just saying, oops, I don't know how, but we must have missed it, when it was clearly and intentfully on purpose. They just do these disgusting acts and push their content until they hit backlash. When they get backlash, they'll pull back. And with that being said, this is Cosmo Moon. If you enjoyed it, really appreciate it if you guys left a like, possibly subscribed. Upload a lot of videos. Some of them I don't put as much effort. I really don't put a lot of effort into some of them. Got a busy life trying to do a bunch of things, but you guys mean a lot to me, and this channel does mean a lot to me, and love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.